Hey everyone, Maitri Shokan here and welcome to my channel. I don't know why I just said that. I just watched the documentary about Paris Hilton. Now, the first time when I got to know who Paris Hilton was, I thought of this woman as a Barbie doll with blonde hair, really sleek figure, and I thought she was very beautiful. Expensive bags, expensive clothes. Not much about it. I don't know if she even was an actress. I think she was an actress. That's how I think I got to know her. And then I started following the Kardashians very late into my teenage years. I just found them very beautiful, especially Kim Kardashian. In one of her interviews, which I saw, she's attributed a part of her success or whatever her persona to Paris Hilton. And I thought, ooh, that's good. And then a little more of research, not basically research, I didn't research about Paris Hilton, but slowly here and there from news and stuff I got to know that she's the queen or the creator of selfies. And I had a lot of people coming and bashing at her, saying that some person in the 18th to 17th to 16th century is the selfie maker. So these are the things that I remember about her. So when I saw that YouTube had a documentary of her in her own YouTube channel, I thought, oh, let's give it a watch. And that was like a couple of months ago. So when I was not basically prejudiced, but what I thought I would watch about her is how amazing her childhood was, and what she does being famous, how much she enjoys traveling the world, and the brands that she has created, the brands she collaborates with, like what is this entire market persona that she has, and how much she basically enjoys being an influencer. But all that basically just shattered. The documentary is about her life, born to a very rich family, and the pressure that's put on you. If you guys have watched What a Girl Wants, this movie where this girl is the daughter of a American musician and a England duke, I think. Yeah, so you would basically know that the pressure that's put on rich people, because not rich people, basically the concept is all about, oh, I wish I had a nice shirt to wear to this event that I have at my friend's house. But to them that just is provided, but everything else is expected. How you have to behave, how you have to laugh, how you should eat, what you should eat, and whom you can date, blah blah blah. The reasons kind of go on, but this is not basically just restricted to rich, but also to not rich. Diverting. But yeah, what I've watched in that documentary is her reality of growing up in this rich family household, how strict it was, what was expected out of her. And then when she started acting out, because obviously she was a teenager, her parents put her into this school that disclaimer, I'm going to say a few things here, basically was abusive emotionally, mentally, physically, sexually. And they tried to break her and so many other children with her. Back then it was teenagers. Nowadays even children like 8 years old are taken into the school. Like imagine you have your personality. Like I am a bitch at my place. But I can never imagine my parents putting me into an abusive school. Like I've got abused by my parents, but that I am of the opinion that sometimes you need to get a slap on your face to learn things. And I'm like that. There's this dandam dashagunam in Sanskrit that says dandam is punishment, physical, and dasha is 10, guna is what is guna? Habit. Guna, no, not habit. Personality. Ugh, my English is bad. So yeah, dandam dashagunam. I believe in that. I totally do that with my dog Boo, because she is the exact dog version of me. So I know exactly what she's like. And yeah, but somebody else abusing, and you can't even tell anybody. Like if something happens to, let's say my dad's punishing me, I can always go and tell to my mom, like my dad's being overly blah, and my mom can fight for me. And if my brother is doing something, I can tell my parents, brother. So I have this connective system where I have a control over how much I can endure, and I have people to support. But when you're in a school that is getting paid by your parents are sending you there, and they can do whatever the fuck they want, and you can't even tell your parents because they will just say your kid, you know, your kids, they're lying, and your parents are gonna be like, well, stop lying, right? I can't even imagine that. And you should see the story of the people that, you know, went through that school and stuff. It's terrible. And what Paris the way I've seen Paris Hilton is always smiling. Like, I see celebrities who don't basically smile, like Kim Kardashian, for instance. After she started dating Kanye West, she would never smile. It was all like strict sunglasses and strict face, and if she smiles, it's always like, and that's it. But Paris Hilton is always about this jolly girl that she is. It's kind of like me. I'm also like jolly, fun loving. Everybody thinks I'm most happy, but people who know me really know that I have an exact ugly face to the happiness, where I'm sad all the time, melancholy, and I'm complaining all the time. So when I watch Paris Hilton, I'm not saying I'm seeing myself in her. I'm just saying it's very relatable that you show one face to the world and you are something else otherwise. You should watch a documentary whether you like it or not, because you learn something. One, that glamorous life is not always glamorous. Like, imagine you wearing a very uncomfortable high heels, okay, at the end of, let's say, 3 hours, that's the maximum time you would wear for it, like for an event or a get together, and then you come back home and the first thing you do is remove the heels. No matter how much you love it, you remove it and you're like, oh, thank you, my feet, you're free. But if you are living in a glamorous life, you wear that all the time. I'm not saying to your feet, I'm just saying you have people's attention all the time. Like, you have your favorite celebrities, somebody else checks them out for the first 5 minutes, then you check them out for the next 5 minutes, and so on and so forth. It's a lot of pressure being a celebrity, leading a glamorous life. Well, the money is good. Once you get the taste of the money, you don't really want to let it go. And if you let it go, if you start turning down business deals, people stop offering you business deals, and then you know, like, you're like, oh, I want money to live. I like the life that I have. If only the part where I could shut down my life for some time, if that was there, I think it would be good. Anyway, if you are even thinking about watching Paris Hilton's story, I recommend it, because she's not the Barbie doll that the media has portrayed. She is a human being, and I think at some emotional level, I think you as a human being would sync up to her and say, you go through that, I go through that. Like, you're good, you're cool, I like you. Yeah, I like Paris Hilton.